Prince William is back to work and addressing his family's health scares.
We really appreciate everyone's kind messages. Thank you.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you also for the kind messages of support for Catherine and for my father.
Prince Harry has talked to his brother, Prince William, and his father, Prince Charles.
Today, the world was left reeling as Prince William made a poignant declaration that has left royal supporters in a somber mood. King Charles III, who ascended the throne after the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, is reportedly struggling with a serious health condition. The monarch's ongoing battle with cancer has sparked widespread concern not only within the UK but across the globe. Buckingham Palace has issued a formal statement regarding the king's health.
Buckingham Palace, which has announced that the king has been diagnosed with cancer,
further intensifying the curiosity and apprehension surrounding his condition. In light of these developments, Prince William appears to have taken a critical step toward mending his fractured family. Sources close to the palace reveal that the heir to the throne has reached out to his estranged brother Prince Harry in what many are calling a last-ditch effort for reconciliation. The relationship between the brothers has been strained for years, fueled by public interviews, Harry's memoir, and mounting tensions. Now, with King Charles' health in decline, William seems determined to bridge the gap and offer a path toward emotional healing during their father's final days. Yet, a lingering mystery remains. Why is there such silence from those once closest to Harry? Despite ongoing debates about his actions and decisions, Harry now finds himself alone amid new accusations of harassment and bullying related to a charity initiative. Though these allegations may lack solid evidence, the silence surrounding them is deafening. Prince Harry's struggles, a shift in support. Not long ago, Prince Harry felt a profound loss when he had no choice but to step away from the charity he founded in honor of his late mother. Once supported by many, those who stood by him have gradually fallen silent. Sophie Chandaka, chair of Senali, revealed that Harry's request to film his polo program at one of the charity's events caused disruption, leading to the loss of a venue when new commercial terms couldn't be met. To make matters worse, Meghan Markle arrived unexpectedly, causing further logistical chaos. With the event faltering and attention centered on the Duchess, the situation only deepened Harry's sense of alienation. Chanchaka further claimed that she was pressured to release a statement in Meghan's support but declined, fearing more severe backlash online. Her refusal was clear: we cannot serve as a tool for the Sussexes' media strategy. Over time, Harry has shifted from being seen as a victim of circumstance to being viewed as the architect of his own struggles. His credibility has diminished, and with it, the support once freely offered to him has dried up. The divide within the royal family has become more pronounced, as Harry's actions continue to separate him from his former life.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have stepped back from the royal family.
Those who remain within the royal fold are shielded in ways that Harry is not, and his decision to leave the institution has come with a heavy price. Strangely, it seems that the quest for freedom has left him isolated. The royal family, despite its inner turmoil, remains intact, its members still united in their mission to protect the monarchy. As the king's health continues to decline, doctors have warned that King Charles may have less than a year to live. Family members have rallied around him, prioritizing peace and unity in these difficult days. Charles is said to have personally asked Prince William to act as a mediator, reaching out to Harry in the hopes of healing the deepening rift. However, a significant roadblock to this effort remains: Meghan Markle. Reports indicate that Meghan is a major obstacle in any potential reconciliation between Harry and the rest of the royal family. The Duchess of Sussex is said to have staunchly opposed any effort to re-engage with the royal family, citing concerns for her own safety and that of their children. This resistance seems to heavily influence Harry's choices, making any meaningful resolution appear increasingly unlikely. Time is running out for the royal family to repair these fractured relationships. Prince William's efforts could very well be the family's last chance to restore some semblance of unity before it's too late. The question remains: will Harry respond to this olive branch, or will the silence persist? In his controversial memoir, Spare, Prince Harry included a biting 13-word remark about his older brother, Prince William, highlighting the growing divide between the two. Since stepping down from royal duties in 2020 and relocating to the United States, Harry's relationship with William has soured, and they have become particularly distant in recent years. Whether Harry decides to mend this broken bond could determine the future of his relationship with both his father and his brother, potentially altering the entire dynamic of the royal family for years to come. Adding another layer to this complex narrative, Alex Renner, an old friend from Eton, recently spoke out about Harry's response to accusations from Dr. Chandika. Renner revealed that Harry was deeply surprised by these accusations, but Harry trusts his friends to speak on his behalf. Nick, another close confidant, has been seen alongside the Duke and Duchess of Sussex at public events, suggesting that support for Harry remains, albeit from a select few. As the royal family navigates these turbulent times, a new chapter is quietly unfolding at Buckingham Palace. King Charles and Princess Anne are reportedly preparing to reveal more about the family's internal struggles. Princess Anne, once outspoken about her reservations regarding the monarchy's future, has always advocated for long-term stability and unity. However, as with all royal matters, drama is never far behind. Just when it seems that things are settling down, a new storm threatens to shake the foundation of the royal family once more. Camilla's controversial past and royal family turmoil. The royal spotlight shifts to Queen Camilla, whose emotions have been stirred by something that Queen Elizabeth II once said about her.
Queen Elizabeth chose a milestone event to share an important message. She announced Prince Charles' wife, Camilla, will become Queen Consort.
What were those words, and why is Camilla now reopening this old wound? Strap in, because this royal tale is about to take you on a wild ride, and trust me, it's more thrilling than anything you've heard before. The British royal family is no stranger to drama, but this new twist could very well be the biggest shock in years. Queen Camilla, often cast as the villain in the royal drama, may just make you rethink everything you thought you knew about her. Recent rumors have revealed that at a private meeting in Balmoral, Princess Anne, known for her no-nonsense attitude, dropped a bombshell about her stepmother. Curious? You should be, because this revelation is only the tip of the iceberg. Without hesitation, Princess Anne unveiled a startling truth. Queen Elizabeth never wanted Camilla to wear the crown. Yes, you heard that right. In the eyes of the late monarch, the ideal person to take on the role of queen was none other than Princess Kate, who she believed embodied the grace and dignity necessary for such a title. But that's not all. Anne went even further, chillingly stating that Queen Elizabeth despised Camilla, and her ascension to the title of queen was the result of a shadowy, unspoken deal. Now this is where things get really interesting. The whispers suggest that King Charles used his brother Prince Andrew's notorious ties to Jeffrey Epstein to push Queen Elizabeth into granting Camilla the title of queen. At a time when Charles needed his mother's public approval to elevate Camilla ahead of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, the scandal surrounding Prince Andrew gave him the perfect leverage. By handling the Andrew situation, Charles convinced Elizabeth to make a difficult public decision, pushing through the controversial move. Now, years later, the truth still haunts Camilla. She knows that Queen Elizabeth never truly accepted her, and that her title as queen was merely a result of royal manipulation and political strategy. This painful reality cuts deeply, and with Princess Anne boldly stirring the pot, the royal family's power struggles are far from over. The crown has always been surrounded by controversy, and these jaw-dropping revelations leave us questioning why Princess Anne decided to speak up now. Could there be unresolved tension between her and Camilla, or is there another, more hidden agenda at play? It wouldn't be the first time the family's internal conflicts have erupted in public. The contrast in Queen Elizabeth's attitude towards Camilla versus Princess Kate is striking. It's well known that the late Queen had a soft spot for Kate Middleton. From the very beginning, she saw in Kate the perfect future queen. Their bond began in 2006 when Kate was still dating Prince William. Queen Elizabeth broke royal tradition by inviting Kate to spend the holidays at Sandringham, a rare privilege for someone not yet married into the royal family. Kate's respectful decline of the invitation, recognizing she wasn't yet part of the royal fold, showed her maturity. This patience paid off, as she not only became William's wife but also one of the monarchy's most beloved figures. However, this growing affection for Kate was not lost on Camilla. who reportedly grew resentful of Kate's rising influence and what it signified for the future of the monarchy. Rumors say Camilla bluntly declared that Kate was unfit for William and undeserving of her place in the royal family. Royal expert Christopher Anderson, author of The King, The Life of Charles III, revealed that Camilla had always opposed William and Kate's relationship.
This is one of the reasons why she didn't like Princess Kate, who is now Princess Kate Middleton. But Camilla, she always thought of herself as upper crust.
She viewed Kate's middle-class roots as beneath the royal family, considering her an outsider. What, though, really fueled Camilla's resentment? Was it her perceived social superiority? Or was she simply worried about losing her influence over Charles and the royal family? Whatever the reason, the tension between these two women simmered below the surface, only to be stirred up by Princess Anne. But Princess Anne isn't the only one with doubts about Camilla. A significant portion of the royal family, including Prince William himself, shares similar feelings. It's not just about Camilla's remarks on Kate, though that certainly played a role. The real roots of the tension go deeper. According to Harry, in his memoir Spare, the strained relationship between William and Camilla dates back to their childhood. The brothers never truly accepted Camilla, they merely tolerated her presence. In fact, both William and Harry once begged their father, King Charles, not to marry her. The reason? Camilla was infamous for allegedly leaking stories about them and their family to the press. Harry famously wondered in his book whether Camilla would be a wicked stepmother when she entered their lives. This tension, however, was far from surprising. After all, the affair between Camilla and Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana left deep emotional scars. Diana's famous words in her 1995 Panorama interview, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded," remain a haunting reminder of the past. Despite the tumultuous history, insiders say that William and Camilla have managed to overcome many of their differences over the years. According to sources, their strained relationship softened after Harry left the royal family in 2020. William, now married to Kate, reached a truce with Camilla, although the wounds of the past are far from healed. Kate, always respectful towards Camilla despite the latter's previous criticisms, played a key role in easing the tension between the two. However, with Princess Anne once again stirring up the past, it's unclear how long this fragile peace will last. The royal family's drama is far from over, and the feud between Anne and Camilla continues to be more complicated than anyone could have imagined. What happens next in this royal soap opera? Only time will tell, but you can be sure that the drama is far from finished. The complex tensions within the royal family, Anne, Camilla, and their shared past. The year 2005 marked a significant chapter in royal history, when Prince Charles married Camilla Parker Bowles. The marriage, already controversial, stirred up a storm within the royal family, with Princess Anne particularly opposed to Camilla's new role. It was revealed that Queen Elizabeth II, aware of Anne's resistance, had a special arrangement made. Anne, known for her steadfastness, would not be required to curtsy to Camilla. This decree came after Anne and Princess Alexandra voiced their strong objections, making it clear that they had no intention of honoring the woman they saw as undeserving of her new status. But the roots of this animosity go much deeper, stretching all the way back to the 1970s. At that time, Camilla was involved with Andrew Parker Bowles, who also happened to have been romantically linked to Princess Anne.
It was through Anne's relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles.
What followed was a tangled and complicated love triangle, with feelings running high on both sides. This complex dynamic has been a subject of fascination, and it even made its way into popular culture through The Crown, further fueling public curiosity. Despite the passage of time, it seems the rivalry between Anne and Camilla never truly faded. A source close to the palace suggests that the hostility between them has always simmered beneath the surface, only waiting for the right moment to surface again. Interestingly, though, there have been recent signs that this long-standing tension might be shifting, at least on the outside. In November, Princess Anne made an unexpected gesture by presenting Camilla with an honorary doctorate in literature from the University of London. The two women appeared to share a more amicable moment, even traveling to the ceremony together. The university's praise of Camilla's contributions to literacy and health felt almost like an olive branch, despite the history between them. What stood out in this public display, however, was the irony that Camilla had to kneel before Anne to receive the honor. a symbolic moment that served as a stark reminder of their past relationship, how things had changed, or had they? The history between Anne, Camilla, and Andrew Parker Bowles is a tale of heartbreak and rivalry. When Anne and Andrew were in a relationship, he was already notorious for his infidelities, a reputation that Anne was well aware of. When Camilla entered the picture and began her affair with Prince Charles, it was reportedly a deliberate move to teach Andrew a lesson, knowing full well the pain it would cause Anne. Both Anne and Camilla suffered heartache from their respective relationships, but for very different reasons. For Anne, her relationship with Andrew was ultimately doomed due to the royal family's expectations, especially the issue of religion. Andrew, as a Catholic, could not marry into the royal family under the 1701 Act of Settlement, which led to their eventual split. Anne was left devastated when Andrew moved on with Camilla, and the emotional scars from that time lingered long after. Similarly, Camilla's relationship with Andrew ended, but her connection with Charles only grew stronger. After Andrew left Anne for Camilla, she quickly entered into a marriage with Mark Phillips, a cavalry officer. What initially seemed like a promising union quickly became another royal headache, ending in divorce in 1992. Amid rumors of infidelity, the dissolution of Anne's marriage only added fuel to the fire, especially given the ongoing connection between Andrew and Camilla. Despite the years of drama, Charles and Camilla's marriage in 2005 marked the culmination of a love story fraught with scandal and secrecy. The couple's decades-long affair, which began while Charles was still married to Princess Diana, had been subject to public scrutiny and royal disapproval. However, their marriage represented a long-awaited conclusion to their turbulent history. Meanwhile, Anne's story with Andrew remains unresolved, lingering like an unfinished chapter in the royal family's saga. The unresolved tension between Anne and Camilla, stemming from their shared connection to Andrew Parker Bowles, continues to simmer beneath the surface. Even now, the echoes of their complex relationships influence their interactions and the royal dynamics. As we watch the royal family navigate these old wounds, it's clear that the rivalry between Anne and Camilla is far from over. Whether these tensions will ever truly subside remains to be seen, but for now, the undercurrents of history continue to shape their lives and the future of the monarchy. Rumors have long swirled that Princess Anne never truly let go of her feelings for Andrew Parker Bowles, even after decades of his marriage to Camilla. Despite their rocky past, Andrew remains one of Anne's closest friends. In fact, he is the godfather of Anne's daughter, Zara Tyndall. It's a complex web of connections, thick with history, that ties these royal figures together. As royal biographer Sally Bedell-Smith pointed out, the romance between Anne and Andrew may have ended, but their bond never fully broke. Some whispers suggest that their relationship could have continued quietly after both Anne and Andrew married others. Camilla may have secured her place by Charles's side, but Anne, as the Queen's daughter and a confident royal in her own right, always seemed to hold the upper hand in this intricate triangle. For Camilla, who faced years of public scorn as the other woman, Anne's presence, strong, authoritative, and unyielding, was always a subtle thorn in her side. However, in the end, it was Anne's own divorce and remarriage that set the stage for Camilla's rise. When Queen Elizabeth witnessed the monarchy weather Anne's separation from Mark Phillips and her subsequent marriage to Timothy Lawrence, she seemed to soften towards Charles and Camilla's controversial relationship. The Queen's acceptance allowed Camilla to ascend to her rightful place beside Charles. Now, more than 2 decades later, Anne and Camilla have unexpectedly found common ground. These two royal women, once rivals, are now steadfast allies standing by King Charles. This twist of fate has transformed them from adversaries to partners in supporting the monarchy. What a strange turn of events, as both maintain close ties to the man who once fueled their romantic drama. But while Anne and Camilla have reconciled in their shared royal duty, another royal woman is quietly crafting her own story: Princess Kate Middleton. The future Queen Consort, often compared to Princess Diana, Queen Camilla, and even Queen Elizabeth II, is frequently viewed as a continuation of those who came before her. Yet, Kate is far more than just the next chapter in royal history. She is carving her own path, standing as a unique figure in the royal family. Born on January 9, 1982 in Reading, Kate came from a well-to-do middle-class family. Her father, Michael Middleton, came from a family of landed gentry, while her mother, Carol, came from working-class roots. Before entering the royal spotlight, Kate's childhood was far from the public eye. Her family even spent some years in Jordan, where Kate attended an English-language nursery school, before returning to Berkshire in 1986. A bright and active student, Kate attended St. Andrew's School and later Marlborough College, where she excelled in academics and sports. Kate's life truly changed when she entered the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. It was there that she met Prince William, and the rest, as they say, is history. But before becoming the future queen, Kate had a rich and varied life. She took a gap year, spent time in Italy, and worked in Chile, all while developing her skills in community service and charity work. She juggled her studies with various jobs, including working as a part-time accessories buyer for Jigsaw and contributing to her family's business. In 2005, she graduated with an MA in art history. Kate's royal romance began in 2001, and after a few bumps along the way, including a brief breakup in 2004, the couple reunited in 2008. That year, Kate began to step more deeply into royal circles, attending major events and public appearances. In 2010, during a trip to Kenya, William proposed, and in 2011 they were married in a ceremony watched by millions worldwide. Kate's wedding dress, designed by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen, became iconic, and the couple's marriage signaled a new era in the royal family. Though her marriage to William brought her into the spotlight, Kate's influence has extended far beyond the royal events she attends. Her fashion sense has made her a global icon, influencing trends and boosting the UK's fashion industry. As of 2024, she was named Europe's most glamorous royal, with her style being a blend of tradition and modern elegance. Her charitable endeavors have also grown significantly, particularly through her work with the Royal Foundation of the Prince and Princess of Wales. However, Kate's royal journey hasn't been without its challenges. In early 2024, she underwent abdominal surgery, which led to a brief period of recovery. Rumors swirled as her absence from public duties prompted speculation, only for Kate to later reveal that she had been undergoing chemotherapy after being diagnosed with cancer. By September 2024, she confirmed that her treatment was successful and her cancer was in remission. Kate's return to royal duties was met with overwhelming support as she continued her charity work, particularly in mental health and children's welfare. While Kate's personal journey continues to unfold, her influence on the monarchy is undeniable. As royal journalists like Camilla Tominey and Petronella Wyatt have noted, Kate is a key asset to the royal family, embodying a blend of tradition, modernity, and compassion. Through her charity work, fashion impact, and role as a mother and wife, Kate is helping to shape the future of the British monarchy in ways that go beyond just fulfilling royal duties. As the monarchy faces its challenges, Kate, much like Anne and Camilla before her, stands as a pillar in this evolving story. What do you think of the changing dynamics in the royal family? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more royal updates.